Honorable educators, esteemed opponents, and members of the House, today we stand for the future where public transportation in Indonesia is not driven by profit but by purpose. A future where access to mobility is not determined by geographic or income, but is guaranteed as a public right. In a country as vast and diverse as Indonesia, our current fragmented transport system fails millions, leaving rural communities behind and overcharging urban commuters and worsening traffic and pollution in our cities. That is why, as the government bench, we firmly support this motion. This House would let the government fully own and manage all public transportation in Indonesia, because only with unified state-led control can we ensure equity, efficiency, and sustainability in the way Indonesia moves. Currently, Indonesia's public transportation system is a mix of government operated and private entities, including buses, ride-hailing services, and railways. While this model has allowed for some degree of flexibility and innovation, it has also led to significant challenges: inconsistent service quality, high fares, overcrowding, and overall lack of coordination that has made public transport both inefficient and inequitable for many citizens. We propose that the government take full ownership and management of public transportation in Indonesia to create a unified, efficient system that prioritizes accessibility, affordability, and sustainability. A fully state-managed public transport system would be far more different than the current mixed model. The government can plan routes and services in a coordinated manner, eliminating route overlaps and unhealthy competition between operators. This means more stable, punctual, and accessible services for all. Private system only serves area that profitable, but as a public service provider, the government can ensure that transportation is accessible to all citizens, especially the poor, the elderly, and those in rural or remote areas, by offering subsidies or even free services where needed. Only the government has the capacity and the mandate to enforce large-scale environmental policies, such as switching to electric public vehicles, integrating transport modes, and reducing dependency on private cars. This is essential for a cleaner and healthier future. The opposition may argue that the private sector is more innovative and efficient. However, innovation doesn't have to come from commercialization. The government can collaborate with tech industries and research institutions to develop smart, sustainable transport solutions without sacrificing public control or accountability. In a government managed system, public complaints and feedback can be directed to officials who are legally and morally accountable. Unlike private companies, which are profit driven, the state is obligated to serve its people first. Public transportation requires long term planning and large scale infrastructure investment. The government has both the fiscal capacity and the political responsibility to build strategic projects like MRT, LRT, and rural urban transport networks project. The private sector often avoids due to low short-term returns. Public transportation is not a commodity, it's a basic right. When managed by the government, we ensure that accessibility, quality, and sustainability are top priorities. Therefore, we urge this House to stand with the people and fully support the motion. Thank you. Honorable adjudicators, the government team, and members of the House, today we stand as the opposition team. While the government may have good intention in managing public transportation in Indonesia, there are significant concerns regarding efficiency, quality of service, and potential impact of the economy that could arise from a fully government-run system. Indonesia's transportation landscape is currently characterized by a mix of private and public service. The dominance of private companies, particularly in sectors such as ride hailing and bus services, has led to competition that can drive innovation, efficiency, and improve customer service. Has, uh, however, issues such as traffic congestion and inconsistent service quality remain challenges both for private and public systems. The proposition supports full government ownership and management of all public transportation, but as the opposition, we argue against this proposal, advocating for the maintenance of a mixed public-private system that can leverage the strength of both sectors. The presence of private operators encourages competition, driving innovation and improving service offerings. These companies can quickly respond to customer demands and adapt to market changes, providing services that are more aligned with customer needs. A mixed public private model allows for better allocation of public resources. The government can focus on subsidizing essential services while private companies manage routes where profits can be generated, leading to a financially sustainable system. The private sector has proven to be more agile in implementing technology and innovation of public transit. Ride-hailing apps and other tech-driven solutions have emerged from private initiatives and have significantly improved accessibility for citizens. Transitioning everything to government management risks stifling this innovation. While privatization can drive efficiency, it can also result in a lack of oversight. Accountability in a government managed system can ensure that public needs are prioritized rather than focusing only on a profit margins. Government ownership allows for a sense of public responsibility, encouraging long term investment that might not be um, feasible for private companies focused primarily on short term gains. Public infrastructure requires sustainable development, which is better supported by government financing. The government may have corruption inefficiency, which would hinder service quality. While corruption is a concern, it can be addressed through proper governance structures, accountability measures, and transparent operations. Simply assuming that the private sector is less prone to corruption ignores the realities uh, seen with certain private companies. And then, in conclusion, while the proposal to have the government fully manage all public transportation in Indonesia seeks to address some legitimate challenges, it ignores the benefits the private sector brings to the table, including efficiencies, responsiveness, and innovation. A mixed public-private transportation system allows for balanced oversight, sustainable resource allocation, and the flexibility necessary to meet the constantly evolving needs of the public. Rather than manage it all, let us capitalize on both sectors, trying to create a robust public transportation network in Indonesia. Thank you.